This is the pressure relief valve drain for the water heater. Code says that it should terminate between 3 inches and 6 inches from the ground. This pipe is too high from the ground. So what happens, what's the repercussion of that? When the pressure comes out, it's a pressure relief drain. It comes out at 200 psi. One good thing about it is it's a tankless water heater, so maybe it's not hot water. So kind of weigh that. Now, this is the exhaust vent thimble for our water heater, and somebody had stuck a little piece of plastic inside of there, and I'm trying to wonder, maybe was it rattling or something? Did they have a reason? I don't know, but when that little piece of plastic was up there, then whoever put the caulk in didn't have enough wherewithal to remove that little piece of plastic to continue the fire caulk around. So we got a gap in our fire caulk. Why do we have that there? Because it was too much labor to remove that little piece of plastic and to add that caulk there. We gotta watch our labor costs. Gotta watch those. It's too much labor to do that. Yeah, buddy. Let's see what else we got too much labor to do. All right, so we're moving on in here. And this is our water heater. It's a tankless water heater. It's a little constricted getting over there right now, but that's okay. I can see that we got our drip loop for our gas. That's a good thing. Then this is the same valve I was talking about, the pressure relief valve. We got more than 5 90-degree bends to go to. It's mathematically impossible to get to that point that was too high from the ground that I was just talking about. It's too impossible to get there without making more than 5 90-degree bends. We're not supposed to have as many. We're not supposed to have 5 degree. We're not supposed to have as many as 5-degree bends or more. We're not supposed to have that. All right. Now, coming down here, this pipe, this white pipe right there, that pipe right there, that's supposed to have an air gap in it in the same room as the water heater. We can't have an air gap because of what was going to go on the floor. We correct that with a safety pin. Well, you're not required to have a safety pin on this tankless water heater. They said you didn't have to have. Well, you don't have to have it. The only thing you have to do is install the water heater correctly. And sometimes something as economical and easy to install as a safety pan is the most practical way to get there. So faster, cheaper, easier. That's the only thing I'm suggesting. You know, I'm not trying to make this more difficult. All right? I'm trying to make it easier. And we come over here and see the exhaust flue over there. Now we're coming over here and I keep looking right in there, and right there on the right side, right there. I guess I had to use my pointer. Right there. You see that little nipple? That nipple is for the condensate drain. Condensate drain, yeah, because this is a tankless water heater. That flue does not get very hot. We circulate the gas fumes. You see the flame, the gas, the water, we circulate it, we boil it all down in a heat exchanger there, like a still. And the still produces condensate, which is a corrosive liquid. And then condensate comes out of that. Oh, it can't come out of that. It's got the nipple. Got a little cover on your nipple over there, huh? So where does it go? It goes down in here, and it corrodes and eats and rusts and makes your heat exchanger fail. So what would once be a 15-year water heater, now we're actually looking at like a 5 or 7-year water heater. I can't promise you 5 years. I can't give you an expiration date, but I'm telling you, you're going to drastically reduce the lifespan of this water heater because it was improperly installed, unlike the manufacturer's instructions recommended that it be installed. The manufacturer recommended that. I didn't wake up this morning wondering how I was going to piss everybody off. No, the manufacturer says you should have condensate drain that comes off of that. Now I've heard a couple people say, a couple builders lately, but see this little, see how that exhaust fluid kind of goes down? You're supposed to go positive direction. You're not supposed to go down like that. Okay, you're supposed to go positive, up and out, up and out. So what happens is, well, we put that little bend on there so the condensate can drain out the flue. Over there where you don't have the fire caulk, yeah, that part, it can drain out there. Well, when it drains out there, what does it do? It drains down the wall. You want all that rust and stuff, that corrosion on your brickwork? Oh man, it's just bricks. We just get some more bricks sometime. No, you don't want that going down there like that. And then this is an exhaust. It's not a drain. That is an off-label application. If that was the intent to install that flue wrong, that's the wrong intent. And no matter how many different ways you spell it, no matter how you explain it, it was still installed wrong. It was still installed wrong. Okay, well, what else you got, bud? Okay, let's see. What else can I do? Oh, if you had the condensate drain, Look at this. It's supposed to have a loop in it. It's in the same room as the water heater. Safety pan. That same safety pan for this one fixes that problem. You fix 2 problems with 1 safety pan. And you can argue about it a lot, but what is your rate? I mean, if you're making $100 an hour and you argue about this for 3 hours, ongoing and ongoing and ongoing, wouldn't it be more productive to get a safety pan? I mean, it's not for me to build anybody's business model, but it makes sense to do it the most practical, easy way. We go underneath here, and we see that red tape up underneath there. Okay, that is our gas orifice. Okay, these things come from the factory because we know that we're dealing with residential applications, and they're pretty much preset for residential gas pressure. But the manufacturer says, see that tape underneath there? It's not molested. It tells me they did not put a manometer in there because it might be an ever so slight adjustment. It might be adjusted perfectly as it is. But we don't know that. It's Schroeder's cat. We don't know what it is. We haven't tested it. So it should have been dialed in with a manometer. Again, that's probably the least significant thing that I've mentioned about this water heater, but at the same time, it's not correct, and it's not insignificant. It's just less significant.